All right, the 3 key ingredients to a successful cold call in 2023. This video is meant to give you an understanding of the key principles of a successful cold call and a structure to go off of that you can take and run with. What this video is not is going to be exact words to say. I do many other videos where I give you examples of what I say, but the key is actually understanding the principles of a successful cold call, what makes one, and then finding words that feel good and comfortable for you. Different words will work for different people, so what's more important is understanding the key principles. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you through getting straight to the point, what I call 3 questions in 30 seconds, and then finishing with an assumptive close. So let's get into it. All right, first, getting straight to the point. So this probably sounds obvious, and a lot of reps think they're getting straight to the point, when in reality, they're taking far too long to get to their main reason for calling, which is usually to set aside time. You're looking to set aside time at a later date to meet with this person and schedule a meeting. So an example of not getting straight to the point that I see all the time is I'll call someone, I'll say, "Hey John, this is Connor calling from X company. How are you?" They'll say, "Good, how are you?" I'll say, "Good, I wanted to reach out because I support financial processes and wanted to know what you were using for X system. And how's that going for you? And what would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10? And you start sort of peppering them with questions and doing discovery on a cold call. While I don't think the intent is bad there, what's going on in the person's head that whole time is, okay, why am I being peppered with all these questions? What does this person want from me? You haven't told them what you're looking for, which is time on their calendar. And what I see happen most of the times is you just get hung up on before you even got a chance to say, "Hey, and by the way, I'm looking to meet next week. Are you free Wednesday or Thursday?" So you had a 0% chance of booking the meeting because you never even got to ask them. So what I mean by getting straight to the point is before doing any of that discovery, you want to make it crystal clear to them why you are reaching out. All right, next, we're going to get into the formula that I have found most effective in getting straight to the point on a cold call. That's very simple. You answer 3 questions in 30 seconds. That I call who, why, what. You tell them who you are, why you're calling, and then what you want, which is time on their calendar. Because there's 3 things that are subconsciously going on in the prospect's head when they answer a phone number that they don't have. They want to know who are you, why are you calling me, and what do you want? So if we put ourselves in the shoes of the prospect for a second, most people don't like cold calls. That's fair to assume. They are not necessarily thinking about what we're calling about all day. So I sell software, for example. The people I'm calling are not thinking about software all day. They have their own day jobs, their own worries, their own anxieties that they're focused on. They're trying to get a spreadsheet done to their boss by 12 so they have enough time to do whatever else they got to do the rest of the day and get home on time. So if I call them and they even get a sniff that I'm about to waste their time, they're going to hang up on me. But if I'm very concise and confident, it gives off a subconscious vibe like, I've been here, I've done this person might be worth listening to. So I tell them who I am, why I'm calling, and what I want. The who I am is just however you describe yourself, which can change. You can change the way you describe yourself depending on who you're calling. Sometimes I call into finance people, sometimes I call into HR people, supply chain people, and I'll change the way I describe myself depending on who I'm calling. The why is the value you're putting out, and then the what is time on their calendar. So that leads me into the final ingredient of the formula for cold calling in 2023, which is the assumptive close. This is so important, and it's something I got wrong when I was starting out, and I see reps get wrong all the time. So what an assumptive close does not sound like is you could have a great cold call, they're into it, they want to meet, and then it gets time for you to actually book the meeting, and you say something like, "Great, would you possibly be available next week if you're interested or if you have time?" You put these little caveats on there, and it's a subconscious thing you do, and it signals that you're not confident in your ask. So it makes the prospect, it gives them an out. So what I'll see a lot of times is the prospect, even they were really into it, and then you say something like, "Great, and are you possibly free next week if you have time?" And they'll say, "You know what, actually just send me an email and I'll review it and get back to you, and maybe we can follow up after that." And as we know, 99% of the time they say that, they do not follow up with you. So you want to state assumptively what you're looking for, and this is more what it sounds like. I'll say, "Great, I'm just looking to set up some time next week to get introduced and aligned on this going forward. Are you free on Wednesday or Thursday?" So I did give them a choice. I'm not demanding like, "Hey, we're gonna meet next week. See you then." That's not how you say it. I more say, "Great, I'm looking to set up some time." Not if you're interested or are you possibly free. I'm telling them, "Great, I'm looking to set up some time. just to get introduced and aligned, or however you want to describe it. Are you free Wednesday or Thursday? So you give them those options, but the first part of the sentence is very assumptive. That's what I call an assumptive close. So these are the 3 key ingredients of a successful cold call in 2023. If you're not having success on cold calls, these are the 3 areas that I would start out with. It's a good structure to begin and run with, and then you can tweak and adapt as you get more experienced and make it your own. I'm not acting like I have the exact words that work for everyone. I have words that have worked for me, but everyone's got different tonalities, personalities, inflections. You just have to find the words that in the phrases that are comfortable for you, but find a structure and principles that you align with. So hope this helped. If it did, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next one.